ImSoTyrell.
You got your boy Mike Payne.
Mike Payne, my boy Mike Payne. ImSoTyrell. Y'all came through here, man. We gonna make sure that y'all have a good time, cause we doing this part two. You dig it? That was to keep this real. You feel me? So we had a great conversation that you guys didn't get to see or hear. So we're gonna try to bring it back and bring that energy back too, man. I want you to let them know where you guys are from and what y'all came to talk about today.
Yep, ImSoTyrell. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. Came to talk about ImSoTyrell, the original series. Make some noise, make some noise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina as well. I lived a little bit in Winston in my younger years. I played a character Jay in the TV series. Make some noise.
Yeah, so you gonna see he already be practicing. He ready for late night TV. So my boy going crazy, man. So ImSoTyrell, man, explain your character and how you came up with this character and what mind state you had to get into to bring this manifesto to life.
Okay, so Make Some Noise is a YouTube series. Is 6 episodes is out now on YouTube and they're free, totally free. We also having a rap party on the 28th. 28th of September. That's a Sunday from 6 to 10. Y'all welcome to come out. Tickets are on Eventbrite. So love to see you there as well if you can make it out. So Make Some Noise. ImSoTyrell is like, Tyrell is a struggling rapper. He's dealing with financial issues. He's dealing with feeling like he doesn't have the support of his family and his loved ones, and he just really does not see anything other than music as his way out. That is the one thing he's always wanted to do. Is his biggest dream. And so he's relentless and he's determined. So much so that some people might feel like he's delusional and selfish. And so when I was coming up with the character, I was thinking, I like to watch a lot of interviews and stuff, and I seen Busta Rhymes has said, to make it in the industry, you have to be delusional and selfish. And so that's when I started writing Tyrell, which is self-titled because that's my real name.
Right.
But I wrote him very much so to be that, even though that's not me. And so for people who know me, they're like, come on, bro, you not that. You cool.
Right.
But people that, so it's funny creating this because some people that know me, it was hard to detach. They had to mentally detach themselves from what they know of me versus to the story.
Okay, so the character you play is totally opposite, so it's like a double-edged sword. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, I can understand it. So what about you? Tell me about the character that you play and more so how the role came to life too as well.
Okay, I play the character Jay, like I said earlier. I'm Tyrell's best friend in the series. I feel like my character shoots out a lot on support, from a friend, especially, two males in the black community. I feel like we don't see that enough of. Just support one another, trying to, uplift, because we got so much we're dealing with in life, personal issues. But, it's so easy to give up, man. So I love how my character, really stands ground on, a good friendship, supporting one another.
No, that's dope. That's dope. So, what made you want to come out with this web series? What gave you the idea, the spark to all right, I want to do something different other than what I've normally been producing as far as content wise?
Okay, so I'm an artist first. So a lot of the music you'll see in the show is from me. It's all original. And so what I was thinking was, I had just finished recording my last single, which was Walk Away From Me. And I had shot it. I've been recording music videos with Fly Family for about 2-3 years now. Right. And so I had shot it with them, and as we was just shooting the shit at the station, at the shoot we was at. And they was like, man, music is kind of like a hobby now. Content is king. Like, look at the streamers, they killing it right now.
Right.
And so I was like, yeah, what if I came up with something like a show or something? They was like, yo, we really trying to get out of just doing music videos too. So we love long, content. I was like, And so I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna come up with something. talk about it, like on how we're gonna go about it. And I seen an interview with 50 Cent, and he said, series is better than movies.
Okay.
And he said, a series, people get to grow to love the characters. And it doesn't require big stars' names. You know, he said, a movie, you go to the box office, that's because you're going in for Denzel. You're going in for Taraji, Will Smith. You're going in for, you know, these big names. And so, and that made me, I'm sitting, I'm like, oh shoot, you know what? I be watching Squid Games and I don't know none of them people.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't even speak English. It's
Right.
dubbed.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nah, for real.
And so I was like, oh shoot. So then that's what gave me the bug to like, okay, let's go ahead and create something.
So what about yourself? What got you into the acting space? Like, as a kid, did you try to do little funny roles? Were you like a class clown? Are you very outspoken? What got you into being an actor?
Yeah, I can say I'm a lot of all that what you just said.
Okay.
I've always, you know, entertained, try to be the entertainer when I was around my family, you know. But you know, for the love of acting, it just came from I say to start music. My grandma used to play a lot of music, and she just said I'm listening to it, not hearing it. At the same time, so music and film just was always a love for me. And the older I got, it's like the deeper I just, you know, dove into it.
Okay.
You know, it's like colors, man. You know the way it can embrace you. You know how that soul come out.
Right. You know why? So let me ask you this: most people who like indulge in being an actor, they also can kind of refer back to older films. My favorite film, old wise, would be Fistful of Dollars. Right. Something I used to watch with my grandfather a lot, and I used to like how Clint Eastwood could act on screen and bring it to life, and he's still doing the same thing today. Right. What's an older film that you can refer to when you were younger that made you really fall in love with the craft?
Man, so many. So many. I would probably have to say, oh man, Remember the Titans. That was a big one for me when I was real young because of the message that it showed. And then really
My
most
attitude
movies,
reflects your leadership.
man, like, you know, my father was a Marine, so the way he raised me, man, it made me always just look out on, you know, the message that from a story, a music, you know, anything, conversation, it's always a message. So that's something I dove in a lot with older movies. You know, they focused on that more than, you know, everybody looking great, fresh cut, fresh shirt. You know, it was the messages. They actually, it's like we can't fix all the problems going on in the world, but you know, we can still try to find avenues, you know, to point them out, you know, to try to, you know, see a difference. So that was something that always was big on me for films. Man, it could be a Disney film, it mattered the color. It was a message, you know, because the message can connect with anyone.
Now, ask yourself, what made you fall in love with hip hop? Like, what's the first song that made you be like, hey, this is something that I want to do? Because everybody don't have the talent to put words together and make you visually see it. When you are an artist that can put words together, make somebody visually see and emotionally feel and connect to you. You see these YNs. I see y'all with them shiesty mans crying for NBA Youngboy. I see y'all out there doing it now. But I say that to say this, that the connection that they have with his music and his persona as a person, what made you fall in love with hip hop and say, I could be a star with those same attributes?
For me, I started with, I remember just, you know, music was kind of like my safe haven, you know, where I was, you know, just come a young dude in New York. I'm the oldest. And so I got two younger brothers under me, and they were so, you know, 5 years apart type stuff. So I'm the one that's got to lead.
Right.
And it was like, I ain't got nobody to run to. And, you know, back then I used to get jumped a lot in Queens, New York. I used to get jumped, you know. And so one thing I can say is I took that ass whooping. I never ran, right?
Hey, respectfully.
And so I ain't got nobody I could call. You know, it was was like, I'm gonna just keep fighting until. This was, I remember there was times where I'm like, yo, I ain't going outside. I don't feel like fighting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just listen to this Wu-Tang. I'm gonna listen to Shaheed the Golden Child. You know, so I'm, you know, I used to listen to like old school hip hop. Then it was DMX and even R&B. I listened to like Usher when he first came. You know, and Crisscross when I was even younger. I loved Crisscross, Onyx. You know what I mean? So music was always there, and I used to be watching. So I watched as the kids like Crisscross do it. I'm like, dang, they can do it. You know. So then I started writing. I wrote my first rhyme in like 3rd grade. And I was just freestyling with my friends and just saying stuff. So then I got more popular from just doing that, being that kid that yo, come up with something else. What else you got? You know what I mean? And so I remember just kicking poetry and stuff to my mom and stuff, and she would always challenge me like, "It's cool, but that flow is the same as the last one." You know, can you come up with a different flow? Can you go faster? Can you go slower? You got different rhyme schemes? Yeah, so then I started studying the craft. What I realized today, and this is not to knock no other rappers, is that I don't feel like they all study.
They don't study.
They have one flow. You know, so it's like every joint you sound. I play your album, and I'm bored because I feel like the first one to the last one, it all sound the same. Can you give me more? And so, and that's because I started listening to how these cats was putting together an album. The beats changed, the flows changed. I'm listening to your storytelling, you know. So then I went on a DMX binge. You know what I mean? I was a diehard DMX. And you know,
here we go again.
You know, that's the storytelling,
real,
right?
You ain't lying, boy. He's definitely one of the one storytelling that you can. You right though. He gives you a vivid picture. Like you say, Damon, like Chucky. Yeah, just like Chucky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we go fly.
Hey, for real, that's my joint. But I say this, I'm gonna say something to you, but I'm gonna direct the question to you. I felt what you're saying, but I want to say, how much of a big part does social media play? Because I had asked you something earlier, but I actually said the wrong name. The right name is Vine. Remember back in the day when we had Vine?
Do it for the Vine.
Do it for the Vine. It was short clips and things of that nature. Do you feel like that kind of messed up real actors because they get that 5 seconds of fame, and the next thing you know, they're just on? You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't, to me, transition all the way to, like, I feel Nick Cannon grabs them, right? Put them on the Wild 'N Out. Some you see pan out, some you don't. But they take the roles of those who've been putting in that 10-year work, 15-year work, you know what I'm saying? Really studying the craft and really like honing their skills to be greater. Do you think the internet kind of watered down hard work in the entertainment business?
I won't say that because entertainment is entertainment. You know?
Right.
It's all how you take it. You know, take in what you're watching. I mean, I can see a lot of opportunities, but you know, you can't look at it like that. You know, because I feel like a lot of people look at this industry as a competition. You know, I look at anyone just continue to stay prepared. You know, it's not about luck; it's about being prepared. And remember that it's progress, not perfection. You know, you gotta be perfect. You know, do a lot of things or take steps. You know, if you got a goal. You got somewhere you want to do in your life, man, just stick to it. Remember, it's the journey, not the destination. You know what I mean? So a lot of people get discouraged saying stuff like that, man. But like I said earlier, everybody got a story to tell.
That's a fact.
You know, and can't nobody copy who God created you to be. So just stand on that. You know what I mean? Because, life on life. You know, it just ain't your time yet. Just stay prepared. You know, keep putting in that work. Stay consistent, man. Because, you know, in social media, that's a lot of people miss, man. A lot of things that's getting put out, it ain't always, what it seems that they seeing. You know what I mean?
That's
it's
a
like,
fact.
It's all fixed, man. So, just hold your ground, man, and just remember what you're doing, man. You can't think about other people's moves. You that's gonna get you off track. You know what God got planned for you. It's for you. You just gotta continue to keep faith and know what you're doing, so you don't have to worry about those distractions. You know what I mean?
And now, if I could expound on that and ask you, do you feel like the new age of social media either hinders or helps the entertainment business as far as the independent artists and independent creators too as well?
I think because of social media, a lot of record labels get to be lazy. Like, there was artist development.
There was.
They would see you in your raw form and want to come in and say, okay, this is how we can polish you and develop you and help you. Now they just like, you got 1 million followers? That's good.
Yeah.
You got how many followers you got? All I gotta do is pour gasoline on that. You know what I mean? Versus to, and this is why we're seeing, in my opinion, and now this is now fact.
Right.
This is my opinion. This is why we're seeing the decline in sales.
It is a recession in hip hop right now.
So if you go, people be like, what? But you know, he's doing, I like this song. But go look at the charts and really understand why they're saying hip hop ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing. Because you're not developing them. You just, it almost feel like the quick money grab.
Microwave.
It's like, I could send him to the club. That's why he's doing the 360 deal so heavy. He could do a club round, 50,000 here, 50,000 here, 50,000 here, 30,000 here, 30,000. You know what I mean? And I get all of it. I just, just bring it to the table. Versus to, let's work with this artist, develop this artist, come together, put together the best quality, so people, when they go out, they buying the album, or like we are at this whole streaming age, right? And people are, even now, nobody remembers a song long. It's just quick, go here today, go on the mall, unless it's something that resonates with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like you spoke about NBA YoungBoy. He has this cult following. His music resonates with a certain demographic of people.
Right.
And they listen to every word. You know what I mean? Like, they can chant that stuff, every single word. So he's done, but NBA YoungBoy ain't, on the charts like that.
Right.
NBA YoungBoy ain't in a lot of spaces where he maybe should deserve. They even got some awards where he should have probably got them. Right? But what he did was develop himself, develop his fan base, develop his, and he resonates with a certain demographic of people. They love everything he say. I'm telling you, but the YNs, NBA YoungBoy, it's like he's better than Jesus to them.
Somebody told me, they say he's their Tupac. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess so, but I'm not crying with no shiesty mask on. I don't care if it's Michael Jackson moonwalking. I ain't crying with no shiesty.
I be like, I think he got some new stuff out. I heard it sound good. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, I get it. You know what I mean? He has his people, and that's how the kind of the industry is like going into, where you could just kind of create your own following, your own audience, and you just have your small people. But my goal, I guess I see it, I just want to reach a large base.
Right.
I want to reach everyone in some way. Like, so when I create, I always think of like, if I got 10 songs, if you only like 3 of them, you like 3, he like these other 3, she like these other 3. I feel like I want all of y'all. Like some people hate on Drake. I don't hate on Drake.
Right.
I feel like what most that say. So many SKUs, right? Meaning he got so many different styles. He's versatile. I like versatility. I want to listen to your album, and I don't want to be bored. I want to listen to your album. I want to grow from it. I want to learn from it. I want to learn, oh, dang, he exposed me to different sounds. What sound is that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Kanye did it.
Yeah.
He was making you grow with him as he changed his style every album.
Right. And as you grew with him, you grew to love to whatever he put out too as well. So I want to ask you a question. How critical it is for you to choose a role, like making sure that the role represents something either of course, you always gonna be in different characters, but like something that you can stand on. Like, have you ever been sent a role where it's like, I ain't doing that?
All the time.
You know what I'm saying?
All the time in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of roles, especially from Atlanta, and I'm like, next.
Nah, I can definitely.
It's like, oh man, this story's getting good. Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it took me away. But you know, that's a part of it. That's a part of it. A lot of, I'm not gonna say a lot. Most of any role I do, I try to do my research. I want to make sure it's 100% comfortable, and that doesn't have to mean it's like I want a challenge, of course, you know. But I just want to. My morals is everything, so I want to make sure I'm giving my best deliverance. So
right,
it has to make sense. You know, I'm not just gonna do anything. I respect my art and the craft too much.
right.
Not saying is that's our job to to open that door, but it's just certain doors.
I
can't
asked you
open.
that because we understand that too as well, but quote unquote, they say they try to demasculate the black man within the entertainment in hip hop, also in film.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you look at those in hip hop and film, a lot of those who are pushing that narrative or crossing that line, they're pushing them to more opportunities than somebody who has self-respect for this.
Mm-hmm.
So are you willing to keep pushing yourself, I ask you both, to go through the gauntlet of the hard times of being overlooked because you won't do certain things to get by?
Oh yeah, of course. You gotta stand for something or fall for anything. That's my thing. You know what I mean? So, and I got a cross tattooed in the middle of my chest.
Mm-hmm.
This is fear no evil.
Right.
So it's to let you know that God is in the center of everything I do.
Mm-hmm.
What's for me is for me. No man can come in the way of what's for me.
Amen.
You know what I mean? So for me, I block all that out. I know whatever you're going to do, you're going to do.
Right.
And I'm just going to keep going. My God told me just keep stepping on faith.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? And all I could do is just keep faith without works. So long as I'm working continuously, I'm here. And today, I'm going to be somewhere tomorrow. I'm going to go keep working, and then let my work speak for itself. I'm not going to pay attention to what no people that decide to, try to go out their way to sabotage or become, like he said, what he said, my enemies will prepare a table before me. They'll be my footstools. But I'm not going to make you my enemy. You're going to do that by going out your way to try to hurt me.
Come on now.
So I don't even get into it. I'm really like the coolest dude, work with anybody, help anybody. You need anything from me, how can I help? Much is given, much is required. So that's how I look at it. And that's why I feel like God be blessing me. Like this whole project, it'd be like I said, it was times I don't even know if we're going to shoot today because I don't I got this. I don't know if these people are going to show up and it all work out. I'm like, you know what? I told my people, I said, I ain't even stressing no more. I'm just going to just keep going because so many scenes, so many episodes have just worked out.
Right.
Where I might have reached, say, if I call you, yo, can you do this role? I'm begging you because you got a following, you got everybody. I need you to be in this joint, and you turn me down. Then I get Joe Schmo over here, and he kill a role.
Hello.
I no longer even. I'm like, how would he have even done it?
Right.
As good as he did it.
Right.
Because he came in and killed this joint right here. You know what I mean? And so maybe he was doing for me. I'm sitting there begging you. He doing for me what I couldn't have done for myself.
Right. So let me ask you this: when you doing roles like this, web series, whether they're big or small, do you look at it like from the standpoint of, okay, I'm gonna be big one day, right? I need residuals on the back end. When you do the recurring stuff, if this thing get picked up or whatever, are you trying to get residuals? Like basically, when you take some of these upcoming roles or you doing it pro bono off the strength?
Hey man, it's a business.
Hey, watch out now.
It's a business, man. That's how you gotta look at it. And anybody I work with, that's for any artist out here. Our work should show. And that should speak. You know what I mean? Like I feel like everybody should speak highly of themselves.
Right.
I feel like I'm not gonna say I'm major. With anything I do, I'm gonna give it my all. I can't speak for other people. If I can help in any way, anything I'm working on, that's what I'm gonna do because that's just who I am.
Right.
I feel like when you love something, a lot of things you don't really plan. It just come out of you. While you in it. So I'm grateful to have a love for what I do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the future is what God has for me. So I'm just trying to enjoy the journey, keep challenging myself. Knowledge is power, man.
I'm telling you now, for real. They say you want to hide something from somebody.
Put it in the book.
Come on now. For real. So, okay, well, I say this too as well. With you guys doing this role, did you know each other prior to this? And how did you go about doing table reads for the roles too as well?
No, we didn't. So Fly Family hooked us up.
Okay.
And there was no table reads. It was like show up to the scene.
Oh man.
And let's just go. And then
Shout out to Fly Family.
Yeah, so it was like we showed up to the scene, and while they were setting up lights, we was going through it, rehearsing.
So that's how y'all rehearse. That's how y'all. I can tell you, like, from a person, I'll say a fan, of the show. Now, they did very well. I definitely couldn't tell that it was just on the fly, and how they get into their character modes. It brings you in. It kind of pulls you in. Fly Family, man, hats off to y'all with the editing. You understand me? The music placement, the editing, just the feel that you get with each scene. You guys did a wonderful job. It was like definitely a match with the cast and with the film production. That's something I feel like everybody, and I'm not just hyping it up because they hear, like, if it was alright, I'd just be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll rock with you, feel me? But it made me really get into it because also I used to be an artist, y'all know that, you know what I'm saying? So I know the struggles of an independent artist, so it brought me in like, dang, I'm feeling that. A word, she charged me that. Oh yeah, that's crazy. How many spins? Oh, she tripping. You know what I'm saying? So it made me really relate to the character. You know what I'm saying? And having a friend like Jay to really be there and support him and be like, bro, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is something that I can kind of help with. You feel me? He ain't in the booth with him. You know what I'm saying? But he's still giving the avenues to show that support, man. So I really thought that was super, super dope. So how long did it take you guys to get this project together and for it to come out too as well?
So we started filming in March of this year. So we started filming in March, and we finished just like last week from episode 1 to episode 8. So, and the reason it took so long is because people work day jobs. Everybody got jobs.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Nobody was not working, and so it's like planning around while doing a production part, around everyone's schedule. Like, yo, Mike, you free? Yeah, I'm free on Thursday. I'm calling the one BK, which her name is Bethany. Bethany King. She plays the Monica. Yo, you free this day? Thursday? Oh no, I got something to do. Okay. Yo, Mike, you free Wednesday? Yeah, I'm free Wednesday. She's like, yeah, I'm free Wednesday. Oh, is y'all Fly Family? Y'all gonna be able to? So trust me.
Dang.
I'm glad I ain't got no head. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad because it was nothing to lose. But I was like, yo, woo. So making sure I was able to get, cater to everyone's schedule, and then booking a space is a whole nother thing, using peer space and stuff like that, different apps and stuff to try to find.
Come on now, you dropping knowledge on y'all boys.
Then stuff that just didn't fit the scene, I had to just jump on the phone like, let me call this club. Yo, what's up? How you doing? My my name is this, and I'm this is what I'm up to. Can I rent your club? You know, once I send them the first episode and they see what I'm up to, that was like to my benefit, like Fly Family's quality and everything.
Right.
I send it to someone the first episode, they go, "Oh, this looks good." And now they willing to work with me. Okay.
I want to ask you this, because that's like one of the, you will say, the cherry on top. You have the story, which is good. You have the characters, which brings it together. But if it looks hood movies, you feel me? I'm talking about, I'm literally like watching for angles. You know, I'm sitting there literally like tuned. That's how much like I'm tuning to things like this. Like I'm like, okay, it's a scene. You guys were talking. I think it was like when you had just said that your cousin was on the radio and stuff, and it's a pan that goes to you, then it goes to you, and it goes back to you, and then it widens out, right? And then you get a phone call and you walk over, right? So me personally, I'm watching if it's any crossing over, if it's any little bullshit in the background, you feel me? Those things, because people don't understand to get that overshot view from the shoulder, you feel me? Like, did you have to do those things more than once to be able to get those angles perfectly?
Repetition is key.
Yeah. So they one camera. Fly Family do that joint with one camera.
That's a pat on the back for you and them. You feel me? For you guys as a whole, because to keep the same energy in a scene, like if you would have told me like how long you saying it took from the finished product, it doesn't equate the same. You feel me? Seem like it's like, oh damn, like no table reads, it don't equate the same. So that's why I say like a perfect marriage of great actors and great production, bro. You can do so much more. When I watch old, The Block Party, one of my old favorite hood movies, The Cube, Brian, I can't remember his last name, but his name was like Brian something. He was on TV a lot, but he used to have these little hood movies and stuff, and you can look at it and just tell though, like, it's a hood movie. So I know the cameras, they probably use like a Red Dragon or something like that. Like, these are expensive cameras. So how much did you have to dig deep to make this thing happen too? You don't have to give the X amount so they ain't on your top. But was it like something that you felt that you had to really, like, if somebody else wanted to do what you guys did, let them know what would be the costly things, but you don't have to give a direct number?
Well, yeah, you gotta pay your actors. You know, you gotta make sure your actors is
So you over there getting paid, you know? So y'all, he ain't coming to look pretty. All right.
I mean, and of course, not enough to pay him to like, yo, you can quit your day job and come work for me.
Right.
I wish I could.
Right.
But enough to be like
to make it considerable.
You coming out, your time, your gas. You asking someone to drive to you, spend their gas, and then work with you for 2-3 hours. You know what I mean? Like you said, each angle is another take. And then if you messed up, it's a bunch of takes. So each angle might have 10 takes.
20 takes.
20 takes. Look. And then they select from the best of the best to in the editing process.
Side note, have you ever seen the movie Bowfinger? That is one of my favorite movies. Think if you guys had to use actual film reels. Feel me? Like, you had to keep buying those things back in the day. Now you got memory cards and things of that nature, you feel me? But it's still streaming. So with paying your actors and paying your production, is it a one-time thing or is it like every scene type situation?
Well, we had a contract, me and the Fly Family, like on per episode type situation.
Okay,
and then of course all of the extra stuff that props, locations, all of that type of stuff.
Shoot, boy. My eyebrows keep going up and up every time he says something different.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, we need this location. Go locate how much you charge per hour. How long this shoot gonna be? Okay, 2-3 hours. You know what I mean? Because you gotta equate for setup time, breakdown time,
Right.
then black people CP time.
Hello.
You know,
Yeah,
so
right.
you might say, oh, I could probably do it in 2. Yo, bro, how much for 3? You know what I mean? Because one of your people might be late.
Right.
One of your people might not.
Right.
Or the extras might not show up in time.
You being an artist and actually being a different type of artist too as well. Artist and an actor, we'll say it like that. Do you find that it costs more to shoot a music video than it would be a web series, or which one you found is more costly?
A web series is going to be more costly in the long run, right? And a music video, like you could probably get a music video if a Fly Family's highest quality, you know, somewhere probably around $2,500. That's their highest quality, right? I can say that because they have a whole, you know, like that they send out to anybody.
A treatment.
Yeah, treatment. I think 25 to 3,000, something like that. That's you should be good, you know. But there's other people out in the city, but they not, you know, that's filming. So I'm not hating on none of them. But I went to Fly. Everybody that I knew said, "Yo, holla at Fly Family when I first started videos. If you want some of the highest quality, you know what I mean, where you get people that's gonna put together a treatment for you, put together this whole play-by-play." And so if you go and check out some of my earlier songs, and I did a video where one of my videos I spent with props, with people, and locations, and then paying the production. I spent $6-7 grand. So that song Maybe, I got Lamborghini in it. I got AMG, Mercedes in it. You know, I did, you know what I'm saying? So renting that stuff, getting, you know, the actors, getting the house and the mansion and doing this stuff, it costs, right? All that stuff costs. And that was just pouring into my own music.
Right.
And so I'm like, I gotta go hard. That's where my mind was thinking, I gotta go hard for my music. But then the more research I'm doing, you competing, because there's so many people trying to do music, the cost of entry is so high to get above them, right? So how do you compete with this dude who paying $150,000?
Right.
This dude who paying $200,000? This dude who paying? So you might have a budget of $50,000. Where you gonna place it? You gonna place it in music, or you gonna place it on content, right? So that's kind of where my mind went. Like I could pour the $50,000 on music, but then will it yield me back? Probably not.
Yeah, that is more risky because we live in the era of content right now. So that's kind of what more people want to see. And just like you're doing now, kind of placing your music within the content, you're going to get more residuals. Because still, if you place this web series on Tubi, you know what I'm saying, that's a TV. Be in my live. Y'all look at Be in my live so you understand what's going on. But you can get a $300 check from that. Or you can get it playing again and it'll be like a recurring series, you feel me? But they'll start paying you more residuals and things of that nature. So it's always smart to place your own music into your own material as far as content and web series, just like 50 Cent. You feel me? He ain't got to even be on the show, but at least you can wish me luck. You know what I'm saying? So things of that nature. One hand wash the other, with both hands wash their face. You feel what I'm saying? Help me help you so we can help each other. And if I ask you yourself, you said you would dibble and dabble within Georgia too as well. How hard is it for an upcoming actor within the climate of today's time? Like, is it hard grabbing roles and being seen? Like, because, you know, when we were younger, it was the whole nostalgic of flying out to LA and being a star. You know what I'm saying? Or going to New York and being the next artist. You feel what I'm saying? But now, because the internet is so vast that you can kind of do anything that you want and be seen on a bigger platform or just a platform from anywhere in the world, do you feel that it's hard for people to be recognized for their talent, with you competing against those who've been in the industry and those who are fast track microwave more so as social media?
If it's for you, it's for you. You know, that's how I look at it, man. And you know, if you really do this, you know, me and Tyrell had this conversation. You know, if you really into this field, you'll know what you got to. You know, auditioning is like breathing. You know, you read more scripts. You know, than people we may interact with or speak or words we just see on just anything in life, man. That's just a part of it. Accepting failure. You get what I mean? So I feel like, you know, with a lot of the different, you know, choices you were saying on how the day is, man, it's a distraction. You know, it's all about continuing to better yourself.
Right.
You know, preparing yourself for when, you know, God is ready for you to be seen. You know, I feel like our most challenging time that we gotta understand is when we're in the season of scourging, you know? So it's like He's planning us for what's ahead. You know, so it's not, I feel like it's not all about competition with others, because I feel like if you look at it like that, it's really competition with yourself. You know, because if you learn something, it lets you know you can learn something else. You know, keep going. Keep going. So, you know, like I said, man, if it's for you, it's for you. And just hold on to it. You know, it's going to get harder each day. But if it was easy, like they say, everybody do it.
I say we all be millionaires.
Right.
It was easy, how they. But one thing you said, though, I have to take from one thing that you spoken on. You said progression over perfection. That statement, progression over perfection, hit me here and here. Because for the simple fact, like, we want to be so perfect in what we do. There's only one perfect person, right? So we always will fall short to the glory of God, you know. And since we always going to fall short, you know, we try to stress ourselves to be so perfect and get things together that we don't appreciate the little things, the little blessings that we have to continue going, right? So with this web series, I asked you earlier, how much do you relate to this character? But how much do you want this character to be able to relate to the people who's watching this?
Oh, I wanted to relate to everyone in some sort, shape, form, or fashion. Anyone that has a dream, right, and you chasing it, right? So Tyrell is chasing it to the point where he's relentless, and that's the part that I think is important. Is that he's so relentless that he can't see anything else. Like he has to chase it.
An addiction.
Yeah. So, and that's kind of how I am. When you say relate to him, I'm relentless. It could take years before this pop. I've like, I just totally in tunnel vision. When I put myself to something, I don't stop. I think of, okay, what's another angle? What's another way I can get them? So, okay, music is the thing I love. I'm willing to act to get to the music. I'm willing to act to do that. I'm willing to manage. I'm willing to be the production person, produce. I'm willing to invest. I'm willing to do all these. I told you I joined the Air Force.
Right.
To get to the bag, to get back to here.
Right.
Standing in the desert in my boots, like in 100-degree weather, like, yo, why did I do this shit?
I would have been thinking the same thing.
I just knew in my heart, like, I needed this bread.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I wasn't willing to go do no street nothing. You know what I mean? And then potentially now
be gone forever. So you ultimately made the right decision, like we spoke about earlier. You know what I'm saying? You are influential piece to the community, right? Because you did something different and you wanted to be different. But now you can sit here and speak to them comfortable, living life. Shit. Hey, life be life, you know what I'm saying? But you breathing, you healthy, you able to take care of your bills and chase your dreams. You feel me? A lot of people are complacent where they're at because they don't experience themselves and go out and reach out. I feel that you coming from New York, you going out to Georgia, you coming from Charlotte, Winston, you see other cities, you see other people, so you know what I'm saying, interact with different people from different walks of life. That makes you be like, okay, dang, Well, that's different. Well, you might have a friend who the hood is all they know. You know what I'm saying? That's all they want. Or you have a girl there who wants to be, I say, be with a popular guy, a popular girl, that have a popular kid in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Instead of showing them that we can be more than what you see or what you hear that's being projected to us, because us being great ain't always going to be projected, right? So having that camaraderie amongst each other is great influential tool to the kids who watching it. So you doing this and you being an actor too as well, they can see that. They can see, like, because right now people is podcasting like we doing now. People on streaming like we doing now. Feel me? Saying they playing video games. You feel me? We had WCW, you know what I'm saying, Super Nintendo and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now they got kids like woo 8 years old, millionaires. So we living in a time where influence comes fast. It comes very fast from different angles. So with it being a microwave, what do you feel you need for this web series to be projected to the masses?
I need everyone to go out and watch it and support it.
We together, we ain't.
Yeah, right. I need everyone to go support it, because, and don't support it just because, like, oh, I'm supporting black business. I don't want you to support me because I'm black.
Okay.
I want you to support me because I'm good. And that's what matters to me. I don't I gotta support my brother. No, go check it out. If you watch episode 1 and you don't want to watch episode 2, then I don't deserve it. Then I don't deserve it. Tell me I deserve it. You know, I got a DM, I got a message today, and this is the type of feedback I want to hear. Let me know. I got to feel. Look, this is what the comment was. Damn, that is fire. I stayed up way too late binge watching this. Glad to support Charlotte community. I'm like,
it's definitely a binge watch series. Like, you definitely did it.
That's what I want. That lets me know that I did a good job. You know what I mean? Like, go check it. If you don't go to the second episode, like, what happened next? Then I don't deserve your view. And with that, you were on the 2. You need to go back, hit some fire emojis, go put some comments, show some love, share it, send it around. You get what I'm saying? You know how support me because I'm black. Support your brother, man. Don't support me because I'm good.
I like that.
Support me because I gave you quality. I didn't take shortcuts. I didn't try to cheap out, give you nothing cheap. When you see it, you go, dang. That's what people go, dang, this look like high quality. Like you said, you was looking for checking for the imperfections.
That's what I'm looking for. And it was clean cut to the point. When I tell you it's one of the best, well put together series I've seen, at least this 2025. It's up there with the big jobs. You know what I'm saying? At least the quality, the acting, the script, and if you understand what I'm saying, because what I'm saying is from a different standpoint. It's not for the average watch. You know, it's for somebody who really loves this craft. Now, people who want to binge with your girl or somebody who just needs something good to watch, definitely turn it on. But somebody who in love with this craft and you're still independent, you want to pursue this too as well, this is a good blueprint to kind of look at. And you feel me? He's definitely going to be sought after this. Like, look at the poster. It's together. It's just like, man, I'm telling you, make noise, bro. Like, this is
some noise, I'm telling you.
Let's go, man. Watch it, man. It's free, y'all. Go check it out. Y'all won't, I promise you, y'all will not at all feel any way. You're going to love it.
Tubi, Roku.
Oh, yeah. I've been speaking to people already in reference to, like, getting it on different platforms, like big platforms. And so I'm in talks with that, but once we finish the rap party on the 28th, it's going to be at Explicit Bistro and Lounge down there on the Music Factory in Charlotte.
That's fire.
So we going to go back, just make sure, look at every little thing again. Make sure everything is perfect.
Right.
And then go ahead and go towards platforms. So I've spoken to some people who's like, yo, I know an exec. You, like you said, people see the quality, see the dopeness, they see the characters, even the comedy elements. You see Mo in the character. People love Mo.
Shout out Mo.
You know, I know somebody at BET. We could probably get the deal. I know somebody on Hulu, Amazon.
I like hearing that now. Watch out.
And
now.
so I have so many people hitting me wanting to help me, and I'm so grateful. You know what I mean? That I've been just stepping. Yeah. You know, and so the people that I know, they got the credits behind them, they got the accolades behind them. They can get it where they say they can get it. So I would say probably hit platforms from just the conversations I've had. You know, spoke with them. Take about anywhere between 60 to 90 days. Okay. So it'll probably be on there first of the year. Okay. You know, a lot of people don't know like the industry when it comes to like movies and stuff. We're getting close to holidays. They're gonna only want to put up there like Christmas, Thanksgiving stuff, Halloween. You know what I mean? So that's where you're gonna see so much saturation of that, and less this type of material. You know what I mean? So I'm doing a promo, getting the city behind it. That's why it's on YouTube. Go check it on YouTube, because once it's gone, once these platforms pick it up, I gotta remove it from YouTube. You're gonna have to wait till the first of the year.
So you say get it while it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Because when you come back, you gotta have it millions, but I guarantee it's gonna be worth every dollar. I really hope that some network picks it up so it can be spread to the masses, because it's actually a really, really good watch. And it ain't, like I said, just because they hear it, it's like, I don't know. I critique heavy on this entertainment stuff because it's a passion. Sometimes your passion ain't your purpose, but you have to make your purpose your passion. You feel me? So looking at other people do things at a high rate or extremely high level, it makes my soul smile, because it let me know there's other creative people out here who have the same who drumming to the same beat that I am. So make some noise, a fire watch, man. And Jay, I want to ask you a question. Now, doing this role, did it make you want to, because you said y'all didn't know each other before, right? Did it bring you guys together and make you want to do more projects together? Or like, is it more like it's a job?
I mean, well, it's gonna always be marked, you know, as a job, because this is what I do, you know. Right. But you know, when we first met, man, you know, it was his, you know, I felt like the energy, man. It was his character, man. You know, what he represented, and that's something I love to see out of people. Is how he stand on, how he carries himself. You know, the way he's not afraid to speak on what, you know, he's trying to get out. You know, I love that, man. I love when people can come together and we can create something amazing, something beautiful for the world to see. And that's something I know from Tyrell. He's a hard worker, and it's always good energies when everyone's working on set. We don't never look at a big or small part, you know, or none of that. You know, if we can help one another, you know, to get the job done, that's what we're here to do. And yeah, I'm most definitely ready for the next season and the next project, man. Working with him and the Fly family is amazing. I love what I do.
All right, I'm going to ask both of you guys a quick question. If you had one person to work with, either musically or in film, who would it be? Matter of fact, I'm going to switch it up. If you had a love interest you would like to work with in music or film, This
trying to get his skill.
This just imaginary, you know, out there, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's just on screen. Just on screen. So, who would be your love interest in a film?
I mean, I can't really say. I can't not.
I got him shaking in the boots like that.
No, it's not that, man. It's just respect what I do, man. You know, as an artist, man, it's our job to bring it to life. You know, so I'm just ready to work with whoever's excited. You know, to work together.
Yeah, you got to keep an eye on him. He's too smooth.
I mean, nah, seriously, like you know, it's a business. You know, the fun part, is like you said earlier, it's a cherry on top. You know. Right. you know, that's the plus.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, when it's time to work, you know, it doesn't matter how a person look or you know what their lifestyle is. It's like, yeah, we gotta work. Your role might be being, you know, you sprung out on drugs.
Right.
We ain't, so I gotta look at you at that. I gotta believe you as that character. You know, so it's all about, you know, bringing that story, that message to life.
Once I blow, they gonna go back and replay this.
And you gotta have the beauty of Taraji. What's up? You dig it? But babe, you already know. You know what I'm saying? But Taraji, you feel me? So if we had like one female, like I feel like Angela Bassett. She's dope. She's a beautiful woman. It ain't necessarily like be someone you want to, you know, but a love interest to me where it's like, dang, if I did that role, that's like somebody I would want to be with. You know what I'm saying? Like sharing that screen time with that I feel that it'll actually project off screen. You know what I'm saying?
You know, energy, I mean, I don't know about love interest, but just I respect and, you know, I think I like Keke Palmer.
I like Keke.
I love Keke's energy. Like, everything about Keke, she's dope.
Okay, that's different. What would you say?
I don't really have a certain. No, I mean, anybody I work with, man, I love it. You know, I love what I do, man. You know, I can't, you know, if I get to work with anybody I've seen in the future, you know,
Right.
I'm gonna be ready to work. You know, hey, anything extra spoken on will be off camera. You know,
Right.
You know, when I'm, it's just, you know, it's just how I take it. You know, I have great energy. We're gonna have a ball. You know, but hey, we gotta work.
But hey, I want to give a shout out to my baby Chameleon. Twerk for me. She's doing the web series too as well right now. She hasn't been putting out too much music as she usually do because she's been focused more so on like her HBO shows and things of that nature. But she's a very, very good person to reach out to. She's very easy to work with, and with the web series things, pulling in some of them slight artists that still got, you know what I'm saying, slight buzzes and things of that nature will help more visibility too. Because you're using their platform.
Set it up.
We'll talk after this, you feel me? So you guys know, man, I got Stunning Gambino, Little Baby artists right now. We're on tour. So I'll be in New York actually Friday. Feel me? We got HD for President, Bow. We bringing him down too, man. So a lot of connections I'm gonna like to do for you guys too as well. Just, you know, saying if they want small roles, you know what I'm saying, interact with each other. So sometimes I might ask a question just to see who you're interested in, because you never know who's watching you. You never know who I can reach out to and be like, well, I know that you relatively want to do some type of things. They have something fire going because you have something that needs to be promoted that's actual professional, that somebody that is professional would love to attach themselves to. You feel what I'm saying? So you already know, man. It's only entertainment, baby. That's it. You feel me? Well, before we get up out of here, man, you already know. I want y'all to tell these people where they can follow y'all, where they can see this movie, and where they can follow you as a person.
I promise you, if you go to ImSoTyrell, ImSoTyrell, you just Google that, it's gonna come up. But if you go to YouTube and put it in ImSoTyrell, Make Some Noise will come up as well. You click that, you're gonna see, boom, it's gonna all pop up. And so, just in case you can't spell it, there you go, right there for you, right there.
Make some noise.
Make some noise.
You can go to ImSoTyrell.com, and that'll take you to all my links and tell you a little bit about me and what I got going on. Then my boy Mike, he gonna drop his handles if y'all looking for, you know, he ready to work.
Ready to work. Love to work. Y'all can find me on all social media platforms, YouTube at I am Michael Payne Jr. That's ImMachael like Major Payne. Junior Jr. And that's on all platforms. Like I said, man, y'all check out the show. I think y'all love it. Y'all won't be disappointed. We work real hard, man. Everybody on the cast and crew, we try to give all each day, man. So we love for more support. You know, everybody get out there, hit a like, man, throw some comments, give us y'all feedback, because y'all gonna see more of us, because we gonna make some noise.
So It's your boy Big Doja, aka Carolina Streetway. Can't say you got the way without coming to see me. You dig it, man? Wait to see y'all next week. We out. That was pretty good. Still fluid, very, very smooth, man.
Like a bullet, I could be dead by the morning.